Warning, your daily routines are keeping you broke.
So you've probably seen this book everywhere, right? The 7 Habits. But what if I told you that the single most important idea in this entire book is the one that almost everybody just glides right over? It's one concept that honestly changes everything, and I'm willing to bet it's not what you think it is. I mean, does this feel familiar to you at all? Because it sure does to me. You know, you're hustling, you're learning all the new tricks and tactics, you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you still feel like you're stuck in the mud, just spinning your wheels. Ah, wow, that phrase right there really hits hard. It's like the perfect way to describe it, isn't it? You finally get the promotion, you hit the sales goal, whatever it is, but there's still this kind of emptiness, like something really fundamental is just missing. Exactly. And here's the key thing that Covey points out. That feeling, it's not a personal failure. It doesn't mean you're not trying hard enough. It's actually a trap that's built into the way our culture teaches us to think about success. So the problem isn't your effort, it's where you're putting your focus. We spend all of our energy, polishing our image, learning new techniques, but we're completely ignoring the roots. We've been taught to chase a version of success that, by its very design, can't actually lead to any deep, lasting fulfillment. And that brings us to the single biggest, most transformative idea in this book. And honestly, if you only take one thing away from our whole chat today, please let it be this. Okay, so Covey basically breaks down 2 completely different approaches to life. Over here on the left, you've got what he calls the personality ethic. This is all the surface level stuff, your image, how you talk, positive thinking hacks, all that. It's about looking good. But on the right, you have the character ethic. And this is about who you are when no one's watching. It's your integrity, your principles, your humility. It's about actually being good. Wait, hold on. So are you saying that all those life hacks and quick tips, for confidence or for being more persuasive, they're all basically just bandages?
That's exactly it. They are just bandages. They might cover up a symptom for a little while, but they do absolutely nothing to cure the actual underlying problem.
And this quote just lands the point perfectly, doesn't it? If your fundamental character is the thing that's off, no amount of smooth talking or clever techniques is going to fix the problems that your own behavior is creating. So moving from this personality focus to a character focus, well, it isn't just a small tweak. Covey calls it a paradigm shift, and the analogy he uses is brilliant. Imagine you're trying to find your way around Chicago, but someone gave you a map of Detroit. You can try harder, you can move faster, be more positive, but you are never ever going to get where you want to go. This shift is about finally getting the right map. It's that aha moment where everything suddenly just clicks. Okay, so this all sounds great. Build your character. Got it. But how? How do you actually do that? Well, that brings us to the first and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. Okay, private victories precede public victories. What does that actually mean, like in real life?
It means you have to win the battle with yourself first before you can ever hope to win with other people. You can't have a great marriage, a successful career, or any kind of public success if your inner world is a total mess. You've got to get things right on the inside first.
And this is where Covey gives us the first 3 habits to achieve this private victory. Think of these as the absolute, non-negotiable foundation for building everything else. First up is being proactive. And this is all about really getting one simple truth. Between what happens to you and how you react to it, there is a tiny space. And in that little space lies your freedom and your power to choose. You are the one in charge. You're the creator of your life, not just a victim of your circumstances. But habit 2, begin with the end in mind, that's where this entire concept just comes alive. And Covey gives us one of the most powerful and kind of intense thought experiments I've ever come across to do it. All right, I want you to just take a second and actually try this. Close your eyes if you want. I want you to picture yourself driving to a funeral. You park the car, you get out, and you start walking into the building. You can smell the flowers. You see the faces of your friends and your family all around you. You feel that kind of quiet, somber mood in the room. And you walk up to the front toward the casket. And you look inside, and it's you. This is your funeral. Let's say 3 years from today. All of these people are here to remember you, to honor you. What do you deeply, truly want them to say about you, about the kind of partner you were, the parent, the friend? Who were you and what did you stand for?
Wow.
that is intense, but it makes everything so incredibly clear, right? All the little daily frustrations and worries, they just kind of evaporate.
Exactly. And that clarity is the entire point. What you just defined for yourself. That's your end in mind. And so habit 3, put first things first, is simply about taking those answers and organizing your day-to-day life around them. It's about acting on what truly matters, not just what feels urgent. So, do you see how it all connects? You choose to be proactive, you define what really matters in the end, and then you live that way every single day. These 3 habits, together, they build that solid inner core, which brings us to the central philosophy of the whole book. It all comes down to this one powerful idea. Stop trying to change your results or change other people first. Real, genuine, lasting change is always an inside-out process. You have to work on you first. Your character, your paradigms, your motives. And once that inner core is solid, the outward success, it just naturally follows. This really sums up the whole thing perfectly. It's not about the tricks you learn or the perfect words you say. Your effectiveness, your success with other people, it all flows directly from who you actually are at your very core. So the final question we want to leave you with is a simple one, but it's definitely not an easy one. If people couldn't see your accomplishments, if they couldn't hear your words, what would your character, just your actions, your integrity, your very being, what would it say about you? Really take a second to think about that.